That's not half bad.
That's not bad. Not
Nah,
bad at
it grows
all.
on me every time I see it now.
Dude, I think that came out pretty good.
I do too. And a lot of people on Twitter said that it looked pretty badass. So even with the people included in the video, so I know that we're all kind of like proud that we're in that video together, but it still looks badass, even though it is a nod to Marvel. So
Yeah, but
what's
it's fun
going
to
on,
see
everybody?
too.
This is our fourth open mic night.
Yeah.
How we
Jake,
feeling about it?
actually, there's something I need to say.
Uh-oh.
So last night on the show, I brought up Dojo and his book and all these things I said about him. And I just want to say sometimes you say things on the internet and you think it's just the internet and they're just words on a screen. And sometimes words have repercussions. And so this morning, Dojo came to my house and he kicked my ass. I didn't realize he was that strong. He's been working out, and he beat my ass in front of my family and in front of my children, and I cried a little bit. And I just want to say maybe I was wrong, and I didn't. And sometimes people are they're tougher than they look on camera, in real life. So I just wanted to say that. And Ethan, be careful what you say about Dojo. He might kick your ass. That is all I wanted to say.
That is a beautiful shiner, man.
That's yeah.
Is that
anyway,
why you're on screen?
So just to want to go back to the show.
Holy
I don't know.
shit.
I just wanted to say that Projectile Reptile is an amazing book.
Dude.
So, anyways, I didn't want to derail. I just thought I just needed to say that.
No, of course. Yeah, you wanted to clear up the air and make sure that there was no hard feelings afterwards.
Maybe he'll unblock me now.
This is a cleansing that you guys needed, most definitely. But
yeah,
I just posted the
there it is. Link in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Get in here.
Pin it to the top. But so yeah, man, that's why you don't mess with people with brown belts. That's a good way to get your ass kicked.
Is he a brown belt?
Yeah.
He hits like a black belt.
So that having a quarrel with somebody that knows how to throw hands like Steven Seagal, that
I think he could kick Steven Seagal's ass.
Man, I
so
missed
we have the link pinned at the top of the chat. Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
I was saying I missed 2 days. I come back and there's domestic violence. What the heck?
That's right.
No, you don't even know. You weren't there to stop me, and I went too far.
Do your daughters and wife still look at you the same?
They haven't actually looked at me all day. I just came into the studio and hid in here all day. I'm thinking maybe on Monday I'll come out.
Oh my god. That's pretty bad. I thought I knew Dojo, man.
He's violent.
God.
Like there's rage in there.
This is completely a 180 from how his demeanor usually is. He finally snapped.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Everybody out the Matt Barr, y'all need to watch it. Ethan, he's a dangerous man on the loose. He has nothing left to nothing to hold back, nothing stopping him anymore. And he's wild. He's out there. And he's coming for you.
Well, I'm sorry to see that happened to you, but
I'll be okay.
Maybe
I mean,
maybe our guest will be able to take your mind off of it for a couple.
yeah, and
maybe,
I-
a little bit,
Guinness,
a little while.
Guinness helps too, a little bit.
Guinness does help. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. If you
Cheers.
have them, gulp them down.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into it. Let's get pumped up because these guys are going to be showing off their projects, their art, their comics. And
You know what he said to me?
Huh?
I can still hear it. He said he threw a wad of 100, like a wad of ones, like 100 ones at me, and he said, "Keep my motherfucking comic out your motherfucking mouth." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And he's like, and he threw the money at me. He's like, "Now say thank you, bitch."
Oh
And I was like, "Thank you."
All right. So I believe
All right, let's stop derailing.
the gentleman that came in first was Cassius. I'm going to let him enunciate it because
DC's
I butchered it.
No, DC.
But
Cassius.
yeah, so first up we'll have Cassius. I don't know. I'm
He'll
butchering
correct.
it. Anyway,
He'll tell
let
us.
us have our first guest on, and here he is to pronounce his name for us.
What's up? You had it right the first time. Dees Casillas.
Cassius.
See, there we go.
Just a good old-fashioned beaner. So you guys try to make it fancy.
You're good, man. I appreciate you being here, and I love your tapestry back there. Just
yeah, man, I'm looking at those boxes.
Oh, hey,
that's a lot of damn. That's a lot of
It's-
comics.
It's
There
about
we go.
it's about
Holy
31,000 individual comic books.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I got
I have a
4,
problem.
and I have 4, and then maybe I could fill up another one. I need to and I feel like I got to unload.
Yeah, I got 2.5, and that's as much as I can do right now.
Yeah, man, this is my.
So with all of those in there, I have to ask, but you probably won't be able to make a decision. What is your favorite comic run of what title? And what's the inspirations for what you're cooking up right now?
I can tell you my well, I mean, I'm an X-Men guy, so like old school Claremont is like where it's at. But
Yeah.
also, if you really had to pin me down, honestly, and this is a crazy answer that no one ever expects or a lot of people haven't read, one of my favorite runs of all time is actually Wildcats version 3.0 by Joe Casey. It was like early 2000s experimental Wildstorm stuff, and Joe Casey is a brilliant writer in my opinion. Doesn't get his credit due as a comic book writer. Very topical, political, subversive, cynical, beautiful. So yeah, he has a amazing run on Wildcats version 3.0 it's called, and also a big fan of the Max.
I love the Max. Dude, I cannot find number 12.
Oh, really? Number 12, it's the later ones. Like you get into the mid 20s, late or early 30s. That's the real tough. You could find online for a couple bucks. You go to my comic shop, I bet you can find it for $3.
I think it's number 12. Yeah. Where'd my phone go?
Mo Biggs is in the house.
Are you thinking Max or Pitt?
No, the Max. I've got all of them except for, I think, or maybe it's number 11.
Okay.
It's yeah, y'all go ahead. That's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, those early ones are pretty easy. You can it would be inexpensive anyway if you wanted to find it for sure.
I'm not. What do you think about have you seen the redos, the maximized?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. Yeah, I mean they're fine. I mean I love the original so much. I mean it's just I've got the whole run. I've got them individually and the trade paperbacks.
I'm not a fan of the coloring on the maximized.
Yeah, I mean
they cleaned it up too much.
You don't need to screw with it too much. I mean it ruins a little bit of Sam Keith's pencils. You know, he's such a unique artist. It
is number 12. It's the only one I'm missing.
Okay,
damn. And once you find it, it shall be complete, and then you can sell it for big bucks.
Yeah.
You can get number 12 for less than $5 on my comic shop right now.
Oh man, I gotta get it.
So,
oh yeah.
You should have said that if you had a duplicate. You could have been like, "Hey,
yeah, $30."
I don't have a duplicate, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd just send it on over.
Fair enough. So, do you have any tabs that we need to share out? so you
Oh,
can show off some art and whatnot.
yeah, I can send you the link to the Kickstarter I'm running right now. Does that work?
Oh, just hit present at the bottom where you see our 4 windows. Down below, you'll see settings, present, Leaf Studio. Hit present.
Settings.
And then next to it should show present.
Oh, shit.
Present.
Present, share screen.
Cool.
And then you can just hit whatever tabs you have in your Edge tab, your windows, or your entire screen.
Okay,
we can share any of those. Click which one you want to share, and then just hit share.
We'll do this one to start.
Okay.
Did that come up?
Oh yeah, I love it. It pops. See, guys, it's not that difficult to do it on your own, and it frees it up to where I don't have to do as much.
So
Mo Biggs missed the beginning. Did you see that, Mo?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Let's see.
About Dojo? You have to go back and rewatch the
It was
beginning.
a beautiful beginning.
I had
There's
to
a
make
lot
a
to unpack
statement.
in the last 2 days.
Just had to get that off my chest.
But this is number 2. So number 1's already fulfilled.
Number 1's fulfilled. Number 1's been out. I think we released it early November. So number 2 will be out. This Kickstarter goes till March 5th, and then our book should be out in the middle of March. So we got a couple weeks and about a month till number 2 is out.
Was your pledge goal the same as right now on number 2?
First goal was 3,500. We did 2,500 on this one, just to make it a little bit faster and a little bit. We're doing good on sales, so once we actually get them out there, so I don't need to drive so much to the. I mean, I front loaded all the money for the first one. The first one was at the printer before my Kickstarter even launched, so.
That's pretty fucking
Making
sweet.
the dream come true.
Yeah.
I remember hearing this name, but I don't remember seeing it.
So give us the details of what Kill Stand encompasses. Like, what's the genre? What's it about?
I call it a neo-noir crime thriller, but really Kill Stan is about a guy who wants to end his own life, so he decides to do it through vigilantism. Really, it's a character piece about loss, trauma, and the crazy things we do when we feel like we have nothing left to live for.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Sounds like a few people in our community.
Yeah, we go through to some of the artwork here. This is some of the artwork for.
Yeah, some of this artwork looks pretty badass, man.
So this is number 2 here.
Who's the artist on this?
The artist
Also,
is
share the link in the private chat so I can put it down in the comments for everybody.
Yeah, here you go. So this is the link to the Kickstarter. Just put it in comments, private chat. There we go. And the artist is a guy named Felipe Sobreira. He's actually out of Brazil. Fantastic artist. I mean, the guy is just absolutely phenomenal. And really detailed work, really good at expressions and keeping characters to not have same face.
Right.
I was about to say the faces look good.
Yeah, he's I did a lot of work. I have also my colorist, Jimmy G. He's a guy out of Norway. I worked with him really closely to make sure this book was colored like I wanted it to. I really wanted to have a lot of saturation, a lot of heavy, really rich coloring. So
I like how gritty it looks. It looks really good.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna also share. Let's see. Can I share another one with you guys?
Yeah. All you gotta do is go up to your actual tabs in your
share
website
this
window
tab
and just hit share. There you go.
Okay, so here we go. So this is the Kickstarter for number 1 that we funded. I'll show you a couple pages from this is like pages from number 1. So going through here, and again, just really the detail on the face, the coloring, really rich.
Yeah, I like the color scheme here. It's like what do you call that? Like a lot of like mid-tones, browns and grays, and it kind of sets the stage. You know, it kind of gives it like a gloomy feel to it.
Yeah, we really wanted it to be dynamic. I mean, there's panels where we're using like a complete, like blue over the entire panel or red over the entire panel.
Okay.
So kind of that noir feel where you get that just color where, comic books is such a visual medium. And I feel like people always forget that they can use color to tell a story.
Most definitely.
A lot of people just make the colors what they should be and not use it.
Right. Yeah, it's part of the art. It's part of the art. And I really wanted to use that as an impact. That's why, again, we have whole panels that are just like a blue filter over the entire panel to express that, the emotion of it, or red to express the impact of it. And things like that. Like if you see here, these panels, we put the EKG all in red, to express kind of the direness of it.
Yeah.
And then, so we did a lot of that. So it's like I said, about a guy who wants to end his own life. So he decides to do it through vigilantism. But I call it a crime thriller, but really it's a story about a guy and his personal loss and trauma, and how we all feel basically the crazy things we do when we feel like we have nothing left to live for. We've all felt that way in some way, shape, or form for different reasons. It's not always some big explosion of like, hey, I was a kid and with my parents and we were walking out, we left Zorro and we were walking down Crime Alley and somebody shot my parents and now I'm Batman. Like sometimes it's the general malaise of life pressing down on you and trying to survive that day-to-day grind.
I like how you put it in the in this description here. Armed with only a cheap Halloween mask and a lust for violence. I'm going to read the whole thing. Suicide by vigilantism. Stan is a loser with nothing to live for, so he decides to go out with a bang, literally. Armed with only a cheap Halloween mask, a lust for violence, and the desire to die, he sets out one night to the streets of his barrio to settle some scores. But Stan is soon caught between selfishly wanting to die and a neighborhood that desperately needs him to live. That's a good
that's a good
dude.
selling point.
Yeah, that's kind of the hook, is that he's not, there's no altruism in it. He's doing it selfishly. And as he actually has some success, the neighborhood starts to revere him and needs him, which also compounds his feelings of negative self-worth, feeling shittier because he's still taking when these people need something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like it.
So how did he choose the mask that he has? Because it is halfway broken already. So did that happen like through the story, or was that already how it was?
Yeah, the implication, and we talk about this in this issue, is that during this melee that we jump into with him, it was broken. During this scene right here, those are pieces of the mask that are going flying. If you see that, right in that panel right there.
I see a crown and kind of like a sinister, crazy white mask with a smile.
Yeah,
how
do you
did
see?
You choose that one to go with?
Sorry, what was that?
Is that a Jack Skellington mask? Almost looks like a Jack. No, that can't be a Jack Skellington mask.
No, actually it's a mask I designed with some inspiration from some other stuff. There's like a Japanese style mask and some other things that I kind of mashed together and then added my own dynamics to it and put this thing together. So the idea is that his mask was broken in this fight, and then it's just a Halloween mask that he grabbed, and so he ends up just with this shattered one after this, pretty much for the rest of the series. It's a 10-issue series. So
I was just about to ask, actually. I was going to say, is like, if it's a cheap Halloween mask, is it going to be something that he's going to trade through as he goes through, just grabbing new masks?
Yeah, so there's actually some of that involved in this story where he talks about this and has like a couple masks and that he just threw something on. because there was no real plan for this. His thought was he would die the first night out, and we
Okay.
catch him about a week into his vigilantism.
Awesome.
Who's he
playing?
fighting? Is he fighting like
Oh.
gangs and stuff?
Yeah, it's just local street gangs, and he kind of gets he ends up in possession of something that they want, and that kind of is the catalyst for the story that drives this forward.
Is he a loner, or are there like other side characters or assisting characters in his circle that he's kind of pushing away at the same time he's doing this, or is it all just?
Yeah, so there are some other characters. One of the other main characters would be, pulling this up here. I'm going to share this tab. So this is a character profile of Detective Monroe. He's You can read the profile of him. The only good cop left in a bad city. When even his fellow officers want him dead, he finds that the mass vigilante wreaking havoc in the barrio may be his only hope to restore justice.
Nice.
And we've got
That's a cool image, yeah.
So, and then this is Detective Pearson. He's the inside man on the hunt for the Demon King. There isn't a bribe he hasn't taken. He's the face of corruption on the police force and lapdog to local mob boss Marco Sharp, who's kind of the main bad guy of the series.
That's cool. What's going on, Phil? Phil's in the chat.
Oh, Zed Comics. What's going on, Phil? Glad to have you back, man. Okay, so Detective Pearson. So this is going to be the guy that's after him.
You've got 18 days left, and how much we still got to go? 18.
We need about $1,500 or $1,400, something like that, or I think maybe they're about $1,300.
Is this the first 18, or is there going to be like extra days added on?
Looks like 30.
We were at 30 days. It's 18 days left. So
okay.
Yeah.
This does not look like something that you would normally see on Kickstarter. This looks like something that should be over on Fund My Comic.
Yeah. I looked at Fund My Comic. It's I needed to set up something with our financial program. They only use like Plaid or something like that, I think, as part of it. Or there was some financial thing that they used specifically that I didn't have at the moment. So, the first Kickstarter we fully funded in 5 days and ended up about $2,000 over. So this one's been a little bit slower, which I anticipated, but
when was the first one launched?
We got it ran for October, like through October, I think. And
last year?
Yeah. And then we got books out in November.
Yeah, this is a rough time of year because of taxes and all that. Probably in a month, in a couple, you probably see you'll probably see it pick up towards the end of that.
Right.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I anticipate getting to the goal. And I mean, like I said, the nice thing is we're doing really well retail wise. Like I'm in some stores, we're doing a lot of conventions. We've got about 10 retailers carrying us right now. I think a couple more just are picking up in the next month.
Nice.
So,
yeah, that's cool.
I was going to
say, oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was going to ask, with the way everything is looking, are you trying to do this like as a dark comedy, or is it more of a serious comedy or a serious comic?
It's a serious comic with dark humorous moments.
Okay.
But it is definitely more serious, but there's some quippiness to it. There's some humorous moments, but it's all it's more gallows humor than anything else.
I was about to say, I was kind of feeling a little guilty. I was giggling a little bit at some of the stuff. I was like, oh, wait, he might be taking this one a little more serious. It's not dark humor. I'm like, oh.
This is really cool. So how many issues out do you have this planned?
It's a 10-issue series. I've got it all written already. The whole thing's written. So, yeah.
What do you? I don't know how Kickstarter works with something like stretch goals over on Indiegogo. They have the stretch goals and all that. Is that something you're looking at planning, or is there something that's coming with the book or anything extras?
We do have some stretch goals we're doing where we're offering. The first stretch goal is digital copies of some other independent comic books. So that's going to be the first stretch goal. And then we'll kind of figure it out from there as we go. We haven't announced anything specifically yet. As we get closer to the main goal, we'll probably incentivize a little more. But we're doing some, free digital copies of some other independent comics that some friends of ours do.
So Mo Biggs, he said, according to Urban Dictionary, Deece is defined as something that excites. The provided example is Gina's tits are real Deece.
I'll take that.
I'll hear like
explanation.
Deece nuts.
Cool, man.
Do we have a love interest in this comic?
There is a kind of. I mean, we've got to see how long Stan survives. Remember, he's trying to kill himself.
Right.
So, but there is a female lead that comes into this around issue number 3. She's introduced.
Oh, nothing puts a damper on that plan like some Warren Touch.
Right.
Right.
Might make him want to kill himself faster.
You know, I like that. Okay, you said you just finished up the first issue just a couple months ago, and now you're on the second issue. So the return on, like, you're going to be getting your book probably pretty quick, right?
Oh yeah, we will be getting books. I mean, people have books in their hand for number 2. Like I said, this Kickstarter ends March 5th. People have books in their hands probably by the end of March.
Nice. That's a pretty good turnaround. That's a good,
So,
good-
yeah.
Did you do the art on this, or did you hire an artist?
No, my artist his name's Felipe Sobriera.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I do is I do all the panel layouts. I'm pretty intricate with the description of the panels. Then I'll do a lot of layouts, thumbnails, breakdowns, stuff like that. And then he's the guy's killer. He'll go in and really make it look nice, though.
Awesome.
Let's see here.
So how many? This is 24 pages.
This one's 24. The first issue is 28.
Okay.
They kind of range between 24 and 30 pages each issue. I didn't really constrain myself to a page count. I just wanted to make sure it told the story I wanted it to tell. I mean, I'm paying for the page count, so I'm not gonna hamstring myself to cut a couple pages for pennies, to sacrifice for story.
Okay, good. Let's see. We got the digital copy for $8. Then we get the digital copy set of 1 and 2 for $12. That's a good deal. Physical copy $20. Free shipping, not bad. Signed and free shipping's $25. Signed plus the comedy special for $28. So you're a comedian.
Yeah, that's what I do for a living. I do stand-up comedy for a living, actually. So
okay. And you also give out a 1-hour comedy special called Not Your Cup of Tea.
Yeah, that's my special I filmed 2 years ago. So that's just a perk with the Kickstarter. Yeah, if you like comedy, you get a digital download of the video special.
Okay.
So the Kill Stand, this I was looking at this 5-page preview.
Mm-hmm.
And the first page, because I'm looking at the first campaign too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's the same pages. So are these pages from the first book, or are these?
So if you look at page number 1 on Kill Stand number 1 and Kill Stand number 2,
Yeah.
It's similar breakdown. So the panel structure is the same on the first page and the color tones are the same, but they're different pages. Number 2 is the same page for a reason, because of the way the story is told. It kind of slingshots you back into.
Oh, I see.
Kind of pulled out of order a little bit.
We're like I'm assuming this is like a flashback of how we got to how we got here.
Yep.
To this, got it.
But if you look at page number 1 and of each, that kind of has this blue, red, black color tone. that is a continuing theme. The first page of every issue will have that same structure where it kind of is a tease of what's to come and what kind of is brooding in the background with certain characters. And there's a continuing theme of their narration on those first pages that ties together.
Looks like he's got a robotic arm. Is he like a cyborg?
That's actually the object that he stumbles upon that attaches to him, and that's what the local mob boss is trying to get back.
God, okay, that's cool. Now we're talking cyborgs.
Maybe not. We'll see what it is. So
Mo Biggs decides to say Detective Pearson looks kind of like Jake, but with the expression of B Rose looking at a hot bucket of KFC. So if you don't know B Rose, that's a guy that was on another channel, and he did this thing also where he would help promote other comic creators also when he was around, and yeah, so that was a little bit of lore with this community, but appreciate it, Mo. Guess I got to get myself a mustard yellow shirt and a brown tie. Awesome.
We'll just do what B Rose does and just pour mustard on it.
There you go. Shoot. I guess comparing someone to B Rose could be considered a form of negging.
So where Dees, where are you from? Like what kind of what communities? Are you like in Comicsgate? Are you like what part of the internet are we coming from?
You're on Kickstarter, so I think you're
I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, Comicsgate.
I think my internet's through Spectrum. I don't know what. What are the options? Is it multiple choice?
Yes.
Well, you've got like
Kind of,
I don't know, like Facebook has comic fan. There's like people are coming from all over the place. So it's always interesting to see how you found this channel and like getting it. You know what I mean?
I saw you guys post on Facebook. I use Facebook and Instagram. That's really the only social media I use, honestly.
Smart.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's interesting.
And I'm trying to get off those too.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook is
Even
not
smarter.
my cup of tea, but and Instagram, I barely post anything. I post my artwork on there. I'm a Twitter guy. I like Twitter.
Yeah, I've had Twitter for 15 years. I just posted about 15 times on it. I don't know. With my comedy, I have a huge following on Facebook. That's where I get a lot of traction. With the comic book, I've gotten more traction on Instagram. But I just post.
Hey man, Comicsgate, go check it out. Just
all you gotta do is type in the word, and you'll run into a bunch of different channels that support it, and we all do the same thing of helping each other out, try and get out there and get our projects known.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard that. I've just never gone into it.
Okay.
Yeah, man, a lot of great people.
Hit that rabbit hole running, man.
Yeah.
But this looks good. I'm definitely interested in it. You got 18 days left. You're at 1140 of a $2,500 goal. You're not that far off.
No, not at all. In fact,
there.
He's more like looks like what you're more than halfway or almost halfway.
About halfway right now, but it's like 48%, I think.
Not even half 18 days to go, so you haven't even. It definitely looks like it's going to get funded.
I think I fully anticipate we'll get funded. I mean, we're doing the comic book either way. I'm just trying to not have to pay for it all out of pocket. Basically, it allows people to pre-order it. And then also get number one if they haven't read the first one yet. But yeah, man, if you guys like a comic book that's really got some weight to it, not just to punch them up. There's, this is a real story about someone's broken psyche and what they're dealing with. The mob boss and the arm and the things like that. Those are just vehicles to tell a much deeper story.
Right.
So the concept is really intriguing, man. Like that sounds like a really cool book to read.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, we put a lot of time and care into, every aspect of it. Even like the physical copies, like, I'll show you.
You already have them printed.
Oh, this is number 1. Yeah, I've had
okay,
these
okay.
since. Yeah, that's like the main cover. I see that. I'll take it out of the bag there. But we did. I did like a much higher. This is like almost a cardstock cover. We do a nice high gloss paper finish. So this book, next to pretty much any book you'll find on the shelf right now from any major publisher, the quality on this is heads and tails above anything you're going to find.
Blow him up so we can see that cover again.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. And boom.
I say, because that's a nice cover.
Yeah, that's the main cover. And I've got, this is a variant we did, painted variant.
That's interesting.
Minimalistic painted variant. We're doing these abstract painted covers where it's like kind of more of a emotional representation of what's going on in the book. And then I'm doing these foil chrome ones.
That's sick.
That's
awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite. I like that red metallic.
Yeah, that chromium.
Yeah, all that blood is a foil. These I ordered after the Kickstarter I decided to do, and I sold out of them within a week. This cover went like crazy. So, nice. But all the main covers are going to look more like this. They're going to be like a red and black minimalistic look. I do all these covers. So they're going to be very uniform where you're going to see something very similar from all of them. Let's see if I have, and I'd be able to show you the cover for number 2. So if I have it here somewhere,
okay.
This is like, if you look to the Instagram page again, this is going to be what number 2 looks kind of like. That's not the final art, but that's like the image we're going to be using where he's the gun. But they're all going to be that kind of red and black.
Yeah, this definitely gives the covers at least give me that feeling of like the old detective hard-boiled books.
Yep. Yeah. I wanted it to have that very classic noir feel. And that really comes through in the like I said, the color scape and the saturation, the darkness, dark tones we use in the coloring of it.
Do you have any like social media or anything people can go check out if they want?
Yeah, hit us up. It's pretty much inferno.earth everywhere. So Inferno Comics is the name of my publishing imprint. So inferno.earth is the Instagram, Facebook, Inferno Comics, or Facebook /inferno.earth. Our website is inferno.earth, not .com. .earth is the domain. And yeah, check it out. We've got lots of information up there. You can order number 1.
There you are. I just followed you on Instagram.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And yeah, check out the Kickstarter, man. You can catch a 5-page preview number 1. There's 5-page preview number 2 up there. And yeah, for $20, you can get a copy of the new book. As little as $12 for number 1 and 2 digital. And it's on MySpace. Yeah.
You got is that Cirque work over on your with reading your book?
Yep.
I like him. He's got a good channel.
Yep. So did his show a couple weeks ago too.
That's cool,
man.
So
awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. And I just added you on Twitter, actually. And if you start posting on there, I'll share it out there too.
Okay.
And
Larry Reed, holy crap.
Huh?
That's badass.
Well, yeah, Larry Reed's got a copy of my book. I've been talking with him about.
Nice.
So
he did Fantagraphics.
Yep.
Badass.
Yep. He's still there. That's the Fantagraphics shop in Seattle that he's at. That picture. So,
I've never been there. I've never actually been to Seattle.
Oh, I used to live there for a while, but
okay.
Yeah. Yep. So,
yeah, it's hard. I live in Texas, so it's hard to get.
What part of Texas?
Waco. I live in Waco.
Oh, yeah, I'm in San Antonio.
Nice. I used to live down in Corpus, but I live in Waco now.
How's that? There's a convention coming up in Waco. I've heard it's not
all right. It's better than Corpus. Corpus is real tiny, but it's not San Antonio. Let's just say that. It's not as big as San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm going up next week. I'm doing one in Oklahoma and in like Durant. It's like called Texoma. It's in like Durant, Oklahoma. So yeah,
if you can get a booth in Waco, they do pretty good. But I mean, it's not that far from San Antonio. So if that's something you do, let me know. I'll go check it out. I go to that show every now and then.
I was looking at it, and I don't remember why I didn't pull the trigger. I feel like there was something else that. Oh, you know what? I know why. Because it's during Free Comic Book Day, and there's a shop in San Antonio that booked me to do a signing on Free Comic Book Day, and I mean they just get hundreds of people through there. So
yeah, you'd probably do way better in San Antonio on Free Comic Book Day than the Waco. Yeah. It's a fun convention for me, especially. I live in Waco. I can't get to San Antonio, but San Antonio is huge. This would be like a fourth of that.
Somebody. Oh, I was going to say, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But as someone who runs like convention circuits and sells comics, what would you give as like a tip to somebody that's wanting to do that as well?
Oh, number one tip I would say is make your setup and tear down small. Make it like I have a tote. Besides my box of comics I bring, my whole booth I can fit in a one tote. Because like being able to tear down and get out of there, or set up and tear down and get out of there quickly is great. Also, if you're gonna
sounds like you had some bad experiences.
No, I'm just not. I have no sentimental value, so I'm used to traveling light.
There we go.
So it was just like being just. I'm just like, and I want to be practical. Like I want to get in and out of here fast. I know it's like there's a million people trying to set up and tear down. So I'm like, if I can do this quick and get out, and beat the rush. The other thing I'd say too is if you want to sell at a convention, just be up on your feet the whole time. It sucks, but like be on your feet and be talking to people. Because I have a lot of what I feel is like success at conventions, and I sell a lot of books, but also I'm up on my feet and just talking to people the entire time. Everyone around me that sits and doesn't, just sits in the booth, doesn't really talk to people the whole time. They'll like, this was a crappy weekend. And I'm like, I think you just didn't do shit your entire
week. Hustle.
Right.
Yeah. You had a hustle.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So will we be seeing you in Waco's convention then? You going to try and hit up that?
No, like I said,
that was on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, so there's this shop in San Antonio, and they do huge numbers for indie comics. And she sells the shit out of my comic. So she wants me to come down for Free Comic Book Day and do a signing, and they'll have like 400 people through the store that day. So
nice.
If I can drive 20 minutes to the store and then be home that night and probably sell more comics than I did in a weekend in Waco. No offense to Waco, but if I don't have to be there, I don't want to be.
Waco, I like Waco, but I wish we had a bigger convention.
Yeah,
it's like small enough that it's got all the fun things of a city, but it's nowhere near as big. It's not a city. It's like a city. It's just underneath the city, so it's got it all, but it's not all crowded and crazy.
It's got a university and an interstate that gets you to other better cities quickly.
Yeah, pretty much. And we have like some pretty cool restaurants up here in the river.
Mo Big says he's taken by Waco's sterling reputation, but he's just busy.
It's like, well, I was busy that weekend.
Yeah,
I understand. My family says the same thing to me all the time.
Shoot. Well, I really do like Kill Stand, man. The art looks great, and I love the covers. Are you going to be doing a foil cover for issue 2 also, or is that just going to be something that comes afterwards?
Yeah, I think the plan is we're probably going to do a variation of the main cover as a foil cover after the Kickstarter. So it's not going to be available on the Kickstarter. So basically it's going to be an incentivization for people to go find it at stores afterwards also, or buy at conventions. And yeah, that seems to work pretty well. Just because I mean, honestly, with the multiple covers, people have generally buy like 2 covers.
Nice.
So it's, they like the foil, so they'll buy that one.
Yeah, that
Like,
foil's what I would have gotten.
Oh, definitely.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we'll do a foil one for every issue, and it'll probably be just a variation of like the main cover, how it's the same image, just changed a little bit, so it's white.
Yeah.
And then so we'll probably do that for everyone.
Yeah, it's hot. It's so hot over here, Mo.
All right.
It's to die for.
Dees, I think it's awesome that you included your hour comedy special in one of the tiers. I think that's the one to go for. I think that's the power move. And I really want to see this one get funded. So I'll share it out where I can. I'm also on Instagram, so I'll share it out there too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, I really appreciate you coming on and sharing that with us, man. This is a really cool one. I wouldn't have seen it because I don't surf Kickstarter that much.
Okay.
So if you end up doing like a catch-up campaign, put that on like Indiegogo or Fund My Comic, because those two also have some comic community in them, and I'm sure that they'd get on it. Yeah,
Fund My Comic I want to get on. Indiegogo I've heard is like so about comic books, but I've never done it personally. But if you recommend it, I'll have to try it.
Oh, most definitely.
I had issues with Kickstarter, like buying a book, not just like personal reasons for not being a big fan of Kickstarter, but there was a book that I tried to back on there, and it was like you were saying with the payment processors with Fund My Comic. It was kind of a similar deal with me. I was like, it was not easy to buy a comic book on there. At least Indiegogo, I don't know what they used back then, but it was real smooth. Indiegogo is the one that I typically go for.
I'll have to do that because I know at least with Fund My Comic, it's not an all or nothing like Kickstarter is and stuff. So just whatever you collect, you get. But I'll have to put those up, and then anyone who's listening, take a look. We've got some reviews on the campaign for number 2 about people who've read it and what their thoughts are, so you can get a lot of, even some industry professionals, the editor-in-chief at Apex Comics, which is a pretty big indie comic company, and some other people comic book store owners, people who've read the book that have great things to say about it. So
Apex. Oh yeah, man. Where do I know Apex from? I've heard of Apex.
They've done, it's a lot of like people who used to be Marvel guys, like Ron Frenz is a big artist there. Mario Nicieza, who's Fabian Nicieza's brother, is one of the main editors and writers there. Fabian and Kurt Busiek have done some writing for him. I'm trying to think what else they've done. But
that's interesting. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember where I heard that name. Yeah, what book I was looking at. I want to say we were looking at a book, and it was from Apex on what was that? That was a Zoop, Jake. What was that? Or whatever it was a weird indie comic site that we found that one time. Everything on there looked real like solid. All the books.
That's one I had never heard of before. Zoop. That's new to me, and I can't remember off the top of my head the one that you showed off.
I think that was Zoop. Let me look that up. I think it was Zoop, but looking into it, that was one of those hard ones to get into. Like they pre-approve. Yeah, it was Zoop, Zoop.gg.
Yeah, but I showed your chat. It's okay. Yeah, I brought it. It was there. Yeah.
Oh, did he say it first?
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago we were looking at it. Fanta's in here. What's up, Fanta? I was looking at the Instagram over here. I was looking at I was looking up that guy that from Fantagraphics. I think I might have gotten him mixed up with somebody else.
The gatekeeping is not out of hand. I show the chats. It's just I don't interrupt.
Yeah, there it is. So. What about Zoop? We looked at that a couple weeks ago, and it was like it's not something that I don't think I'd be allowed to get into.
Same.
Everything on here looks like
those are like big names and big covers with big followings.
But everything on here looks pretty. Well, most of it looks pretty legit. Some of it, I'm like, I don't know, not for me.
But yeah, dude, appreciate you coming on here. I'm actually going to check out that special because I watch comedians all the time. I love Bill Burr, of course, Tom Segura,
nice,
Mike Bergnoli.
Mike Bergnoli. I don't know if I know that name.
He's up there in like the top 13.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those colonials.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, Mike Birbiglia. Birbiglia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Birbiglia is great storyteller.
Oh, most definitely. I die laughing every time he tells a story. But
yeah,
I appreciate you coming on, man. And,
yeah, man, it was good meeting you.
We need to have you back when you have your third one out too, or whenever you show up for one of these. So
we'll probably be we're gonna start the third one probably in April. I mean, I'm turning these things around fast. We're trying to do every 3 months.
April's a good time of year for crowdfunding.
That's crazy how
like end of March.
Yeah, if I could get my artist to work faster, I would do it. I would do him faster. But he's got a full-time job also, so he only has so much time to dedicate. But we're trying to do basically about every 3 months is just get the next one out. So,
hey, what are your thoughts on AI in art in the comics?
Oh God,
growing. I'm just curious.
I don't trust AI at all, man. I've done too many psychedelics in my life to trust AI. Are you kidding me?
I've seen some AI that's like, man, that's clearly AI. But we found something that we can't tell. We can't tell if it's not. It's not. There's no way it was 100% AI. It looks like it might have been some decent art that was cleaned up. But then again, maybe not. I may be completely wrong, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah,
as a tool.
What are we can't, we're never going to tell, you know. We're going to be out on a date and like balls deep in some girl and then realize it's AI. You don't know. We don't know.
It feels good.
Which is fine as long as they consent. You know, we have to wait for the 18-year-old program. I don't know.
Can an AI consent?
Yeah, well,
I hope not.
As long as you program it to, you're good.
So this is no joke. This is not to derail this show, but this is like I do a weekly podcast called The Social Hour. New episodes every Wednesday. But we looked this up a while back. There's this brothel in Canada with like sex dolls, right? Sex robots. And they actually program them to have different personalities. And they have profiles of all the robots on their website. And some like Mindy's, you know, a little precarious. Sometimes you got to be a little forceful. And you're like, am I about to rape this robot? You're like, what is going on right now?
Do they have pizza in arcades?
Yeah.
Because if it's like Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups, I'm down.
You put in enough quarters, you can do anal with a robot.
Can you rape a robot? That'd be like overpowering a Terminator. I don't feel like that's happening.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, tell that to my toes.
You have no idea, Mo.
Favorite anime.
That's gonna be a thing right there.
Fucking
apparently already it is.
Where was this place again?
Yeah.
Where was this place again? So I can avoid it.
Let me check my stamp card. It has the address on it. No, I mean,
that's fucking smart. That's funny.
Yes, it was somewhere in Canada. I know that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Well, we've got somebody else behind you wanting to come off and show some
problem,
stuff.
Guys. Get them done. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Kill Stand looks awesome.
Yeah, man.
The links
Good
are
job
in the
on
chat, guys. Go check it out yourselves. I don't care that it's on Kickstarter, but go ahead and check it out because this is actually one I might back just to have and dive into.
Is it still possible to get that red chrome cover?
Yeah, actually, I've got. This Wednesday, there are 250 more of these being delivered to my house.
Oh, nice.
We definitely want our hands on that one.
Yeah,
that's
that
one I would get.
That one is available. So yeah. If you want to back the Kickstarter for number 2, or I don't know, message me and I can figure out a way to get you the Chrome one also, and hit me up and we'll figure it out.
I'll hit you up on Instagram.
Cool.
Awesome,
All right,
man. It's good meeting you.
Thanks, Deez. This was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
All right, later.
And that was actually really good.
Yeah, man, that comic looks pretty good. Mo, do you know of any other sites other than Zoop? Every time I look for something, Zoop was the only one that I could find so far. It's hard to find indie comics like websites.
Give us a new website we can steal from you and then not give you any credit.
I'm giving him credit right now. I don't want you to come and beat my ass like other people did.
Peter gets one whooping out of giving up.
Yeah, that's rough.
No, it's us, Mo. We're the ones finding it. Now find us the rest of it so we can steal it.
He found it because I talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. It was us that put the idea in his head, and he thinks it's his own idea.
I'm looking at Zoop right now. They have a comic about Ukraine.
Let's see. Mo Big says, I forget the name of it, but there's an obscure crowdfunding site where the creator of Danny did a crowdfund for a puppet show. Okay. Interesting.
A crowdfunding site where the creator of Danny?
Yeah, you know, Danny.
How many years? It's been at least... No, I'm just kidding. I just found out about Zoop a couple months ago. We were just looking up random stuff. Oh, yeah, that's the one where we found Age of Canaan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which was that weird, trippy demon-looking book. That's the one problem with that I see with Zoop is it's 50-50, which is more than I like, with the woke or whatever you want to call them.
Was it the one with all the art books on it?
Yeah, it had some art books on it. It was that weird random site. There's a lot of I
want to say it was mostly art books. It was just straight art books.
No, they have books on Artist of Law. I mean, L.A. That's on there.
Axe Wielder John was on Zoop.
Axe Wielder's on John. Is that on? I'm looking at the completed books that you can still get. I'm not.
All right, guys, we're going to bring up our second guest now. It is none other than Zombie Boy. But before we get into the campaign, Zombie Boy, I got to show you something because I just heard about this yesterday. What's going on, Zombie?
Hello.
I'm feeling better,
man. Welcome back.
What's going on, man?
Good to be here again.
Seeing you.
Sorry about your eye.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch what you say, about people.
Yeah.
They might show up to your house and beat your ass in front of your family and your kids.
Well, he probably has a dojo, so he's been training.
Yeah. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but you're right.
It's so sad that your family decided just to stand there and watch instead of call 911.
I know. I learned a lot of lessons today.
Oh, my God. But check this out. So I found out that there was a dude outside in the ocean next to Chile, and he got swallowed up by a humpback whale. Did anybody else hear about this?
I saw that video. That's some crazy shit. Can you imagine?
No,
he's like on a kayak.
But here's the video. So this father is out kayaking with his son off the coast. And then a friendly little humpback whale decides he's curious about what's floating atop his home. Did you see that?
Fuck that. Dude.
Did you see that?
Hey, ya, vente. Tranquilo.
And then it spit him out.
Tranquilo, agárralo.
Sí, yo pensé que me había comido ya y que me había tragado, pero ya cuando salí entendí que claro, probablemente era por curiosidad que se había acercado.
You want to show that again? Out of nowhere.
Boom. Just kayaking and then a humpback whale comes.
Ya, vente. Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo,
insane.
agárralo.
Sí, yo pensé que me había...
So you
Wow.
know that humpback whale was hungry, but as soon as he got a taste of chili, he was like, "That's too spicy."
Don't go in the ocean. Everything will kill you. You're not supposed to be out there.
We left it for a reason.
No shit. But can you imagine what that felt like? You probably just accept death at that point.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, that's over. That was fun. And imagine being the dad. I would be like, oh shit, what do you do?
Yeah.
Damn.
You just watch
What are
your
you gonna
kid
do,
get
man?
eaten by a whale.
You are
You can always-
completely helpless. Yeah, you are
Yikes.
done.
Jamie, pull the video up.
Oh, we got Mo Biggs found the he found the Danny campaign site. All right, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. I'm gonna look at it. I'm not gonna. I'll share it here in a second if you want to look at it later.
What the fuck? He got Sean Young to be in his puppet show. That's interesting.
Ew. Gross. What is that? Seedandspark.com. Okay. It's like a Western. The Dummy Detective. She does not look bad at all. Yeah. Bro, look at
Dude,
this. Hold on, I'm going
are
to share
you-
this.
Yeah, I was like, are you going to share it or what's going on?
I'm sharing.
great.
I just had to look at it for a second. You looking at the I'm sharing? Look at her.
Yeah, wow.
That's what I'm talking about. The dummy. That's not a dummy right there. That's a lady.
That's Debbie.
She's all right. Can you imagine a lady with a puppet?
I just don't like puppets to begin with, man. They're scary as fuck.
What's that? What's that noise? That's not me. I'm pretty sure, unless he's back. Is he back?
So just back for round two.
Fuck.
You
You
heard
heard me
talking
talking
shit.
about him again. The Dummy Detective. How do you say no to the cookies? Last time cookies, they got me.
She's dummy thick.
Are you talking about the
That's
Russian
lady.
website?
Yeah, that Russian website. Are those
I don't know,
cookies? Does those count as cookies?
Those cookies kind of spice things up. I kind of like those cookies. Maybe we get those again.
I mean, after the show, we can go look at them. What's
Nice.
going on, Stanley? Did you watch? I let him know about what happened. I kind of
Yeah.
let him know I was going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
How do you feel about it?
well, I didn't tell him any details. I was just told him I was gonna. There was something I needed to talk about today on the show. But he looks
Right.
like he might be showing up late. So if you're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning of the episode, I
Dude
made a-
actually made a new Danny video last year where Danny talks about being Jewish. Okay.
I had to have a disclaimer. That's what I'm talking about, Stanley.
How do you say no to the cookies? Peter's internal struggle.
Dude, it is not easy. That is real. That's a real struggle. Dang, that's what I'm, dude. I want to go watch this dummy show now. All right, Seed and Spark. I don't know what Seed and Spark is. What kind of weird stuff do they have on this site? Zaban, a short film just
Seed
for
and
you.
Spark?
Telling all creators. Is this like a film thing? This looks like a film site. Crowdfunding stories that matter. I don't like this site. It's hard to find stuff. And how do I get rid of this cookies
not
thing at the
layout.
bottom? Hide details. Thank you very much. That's it. Discover more projects.
Saban. The off-brand of Saban.
Nuevos comienzos. A young mother-to-be leaves Mexico for Los Angeles, facing the struggles of starting over while navigating family bonds and confronting her past. A powerful tale of strength, identity, and the profound sacrifices of motherhood. I'm sold. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to. I want to see Zombie Boy. I want to see what you got for your book again. You got anything new?
All right, Zombie. You gonna share it?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
let's check it out.
Do this here.
If I do that, I have to get rid of this entire mess little
Share.
Share. And boom, here we go.
Right. It's a sci-fi superhero adventure called Subscribe Hero.
I still can't believe you got that name.
Yeah, that's
a
crazy.
badass name.
I had a
That should've
dream
taken a long time ago.
Yeah, I had a dream one night about it's like, oh, it could be my comic name.
Right.
And I was like, well, I better not wait too long to claim it. I better like hurry up and grab it while I still can. I was like, oh, lo and behold, it's available. Oh wow, I'll take that. Thank you.
I gotta ask, Zombie Boy, are you from Nashville area? Are you from Tennessee?
Close. Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay. Because you've got a very distinct voice that reminds me of Umbrella Guy.
Oh yeah, you do kind of sound like Umbrella Guy.
And I live close to Kentucky. I'm right next door in Clarksville.
All right. Well, I live in Ohio. I was born in Kentucky.
No,
and then I went
it's
to
the same
school.
state.
No one lives in Ohio.
Yeah, that doesn't even exist.
It's okay.
Yeah, they got Skyline Chili. Leave them alone.
And Penn Station.
All right, man. So tell us a little bit. Subscribe Hero. What's the story going on?
All right. The story is a origin story of our main character called Easter. And he is essentially discarded when he was a little infant to Mars, which is a wasteland of Earth's garbage. And these corporations genetically modify people with special DNA that allows for, turns people into superhumans, kind of like in My Hero Academia, where everyone has like a quirk. And sometimes you get duds. And what the companies do with duds is just throw them away because they can't adapt to the DNA technology. And that's where we find our.
Where does Sedusa come in?
So years later,
I want to know all about her.
So originally, Mars was the lab to do all the research for this tDNA or the technology DNA, and eventually it became defunct. So they didn't know what else to do with this, so they just turned Mars into a wasteland for garbage. And the dome of the research dome is still there, and so criminals like to use this place as like a little hidden out of the way for black market whatever and dog fighting, things like that, and other
uppers
and other illegal research. And that's where Sedusa comes in. She's trying to create a puppet that she could control so she could fight other heroes on Earth that they won't be able to defeat, but she could defeat them because she controls them. And on Earth, there's this whole what would you call it? A new society built around like herodom, hence the name Subscribe Hero. People get subscriptions for their hero services, and she wants more subscribers. So in order to do that, she needs a supervillain that no one else could defeat except for her. You won't see that until book 2.
Kind of like who's that redhead guy in Incredibles?
Sinestro? No.
Sinestro's Green Lantern. Syndrome. Yeah, right there. I like that.
I see why you were interested now, Peter.
Bro, I might have to do a Kickstarter cover.
Yeah, she hypnotized you with her boobies.
Is this launched? Have you launched this yet?
No,
Okay.
I'm still working on it.
We got to do a big launch.
So yeah, she kidnaps the boy Easter here and just turns him into a puppet. Puts all these modifications on him, and then he's just been fighting this whole time in this death arena, figuring out like, okay, let's get some more fighting experience in and see how fast we can make this little puppet chop off heads. And
yeah, and so you were saying this is going to be like 100 pages, right?
Yeah, right now it's sitting at 99, so I'm just gonna bump it up to 100.
Oh. Are you an XCOM? Are you an XCOM guy, Zombie?
The tactical shooter game?
Yeah.
I played it. I haven't played too much of it.
I'm just saying the designs, you might like it.
Okay, I'll check it out. I have it.
What was the name of that? Let me pull that up. What is that again?
XCOM.
XCOM.
I got it on sale for like $4.
Oh, that's badass.
But you said you haven't seen it. What was the thing y'all were talking about? You said you haven't seen it.
I played it, but like the beginning of it, I just didn't have enough time to sink into it.
Oh yeah,
it looked like a game that would take some time.
It's going to eat your time, and then it's also going to frustrate the ever-loving shit out of you. If you don't pray to RNG Jesus, you're not going to make it far.
Oh, XCOM, like X, the letter X.
I'm too busy playing Oxygen Not Included. That one's a great game.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I just got that Marvel vs. Capcom collection for the PlayStation. It's fun. I love Marvel vs. Capcom too. I didn't realize that all the games, like it literally has pretty much every character in all the games except for there were like some side characters in the X-Men versus Street Fighter game, like Jubilee was in there, but you couldn't play her. Characters that could be like helpers but not actually be played in the game.
When are you putting this book on Seed and Spark?
Yes. Well, I was looking at Seed and Spark, by the way. That's like a film site, crowdfunding site.
See, the last time we had a Zombie Boy on here was last week, and he came in at the end, right when we were about to close up shop, and he finally got on there and showed us some pages to the actual campaign that he's working on, but he didn't have this art on it, and this is the art that really is intriguing.
Yeah. This part of the story is what got me. I was like, oh, because what was the first part? The first part was like a guy on Mars,
right?
And he was like struggling,
right?
And then you start telling us about like Sedusa and this, and you're showing us this stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is not the same thing.
You were hiding the good stuff.
Yeah, you're hiding the good stuff.
And this also isn't all of it either till you get to the alien spaceship.
Oh my god! So you said this is going to be a good 100 pages or a little bit more.
Yes, probably like 110. There's
whatever the factor of 4 is.
Yeah, whatever that is, I'll fill it in with stuff.
Mo Big says Zombie Boy is all about crafting, rafting, and computer-aided drafting. That's funny you should say that, because what do you do for a living, Zombie? Have you told them today yet?
I do.
Yeah, that's right, Mo. Furry degeneracy. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a scaly. It's a snake.
A scaly is way better than a furry.
Scaly. Oh my god!
Is it?
Yes. Have you seen Monster Masume, Monster Masu. It's like that was on Hulu, right? Oh, I've got Hulu. I gotta go find that again. I wonder if that's on. Hold on, where's my phone? Yep. I'll go ahead. I'm gonna look something up real quick here.
Well, anyways, I do drafting for a living for structural steel.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to hear that shit.
It wasn't Disney Plus. So
can you share the link in the private chat so I can share it down to the chat? We can let
the sign up page.
What is with what? I'm putting down your chats, Mo. Don't give me that. It's not my fault Peter doesn't pay attention to you.
Sorry, Mo. I'm busy. It's been a rough day. You know what I mean? It's been a rough day today. Oh, it's not on there. Where the hell did I see that? That was on Hulu.
There we
You're
go.
talking scalies, bro. If you're not a furry or a scaly after watching Monster Musume, you will be. Imagine Yoda telling you will be.
Anyway,
I'm getting bitched out by Mo because of you, Peter. This
What
is
did I
bullshit.
do?
I don't know, but I'm going to come down to your house and I'm going to kick your ass in front of your face.
Is Mo gonna? Are you gonna show up and kick my ass, Mo? Monster Musume.
Oh, the doctor Peter perving over scalies. Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
Streaming.
That's
where that was on
Hulu. Tune his ass up. Oh God!
It doesn't have it on streaming. Crunchyroll, of course. When I don't have Crunchyroll, there was a bunch of shows that used to be on Hulu, and then I stopped my Disney subscription for a couple of years, and then they gave me a deal for like $2 a month. I was like,
yeah, for $2. Yeah,
for $2, I get ESPN, Hulu, and Disney. I'll take it. But all the good shit's gone now. I used to love Stan Against Evil, Future Man, Monster Musume, and then now they're all gone. Now I got to get Crunchyroll. I got to get different streaming services to get all those.
You don't even have to get the premium Crunchyroll, and you can watch a shit ton of stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't have to pay for it. No, that might still be on. Hey, thanks for letting me know that, Jake.
Yeah, I use Crunchyroll for One Piece.
Yeah, I remember Dragon Ball Z. They had like a couple seasons for free on there.
Yeah, speaking
but
of
not
One
to sell.
Piece, be a pirate.
Where's she at? I'm gonna find a good panel of the scaly.
So let's see. You got this is going to be 100 pages. Is it? Have you done all the art yet, or are you halfway through? What's going on?
All the art is done, like all the line work, and I got all the flats done. And right now I'm just going in there and fully rendering out all the pages. And I'm on like page 23.
I like your coloring on this planet right here, the space scene.
Oh, thank you.
That looks cool.
Yeah, the more that we like dive into the actual pages, the more it becomes intriguing. Like it really captures you. That's especially that one right there where the kid's half face is like being dematerialized or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
His mind's being fucked.
Yes, he gets so he crashes into this alien spacecraft and he goes into like one of these reactors, and this alien entity gets on him and contaminates all of his DNA and just absorbs right into him, completely like
eradicating him.
Eradicating, that's a good word. And just fusing in with like all the existing technology and him making something else.
That's a crazy panel. Or is that a full splash page?
This is a double page spread.
Damn.
So this is a double page spread. This one too. This one too. That's just a
For 100 pages, I allow many double page spreads.
Yeah. To be
Double
fair,
page.
and I
Yeah,
see
I
that
know.
you took like the price. You knocked that down to $20.
$20. Yeah, it costs like
See
probably
that?
like $11 to print 100 of them. So
See?
yeah, $20.
Peter gave advice last time because he was going to be charging 40 and he dropped it down to 20 after Peter's advice of like, you might want to make that a little lower to where people actually come in and get it.
And
So
now he's going to go
taking the
bankrupt.
advice. He's showing off the good art. I mean, come
Don't
on.
blame me if you go bankrupt. Just saying. I'm just trying to
I
help.
mean, I'm making it out of my own pocket for free, essentially.
Jake, share my screen real quick. This is from
Then we got
Monster
Larry Moe and
Musume.
Curly.
But that's part of the struggle. You got to hustle. Get your name out there.
You're telling me you don't want to be a scaly.
I mean,
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you're not wrong.
at least I get the top half to look.
It's like if you like mermaids, then you like snake women too. It's the same.
I mean,
thing.
if you look at it this way, I mean,
A whole lot less water.
How it feels with the actual human female probably ain't going to be much different from the midsection down.
All right. Now imagine a scale like snake skin versus fish scales. There's a difference. This is a superior concept.
Imagine the
Either
smell.
way, I'm going to be using cane line.
Just saying is all. Monster Musume is filled with amazing characters like this. There's a girl that lays eggs because she's part bird. Right here. This girl. Right here. She's part bird. I don't really like her. The spider girl is interesting. Oh,
So
the horse lady.
No, don't go to the horse lady, please.
Hold on. Let me find the horse one. There's a horse lady on here. Monster Musume horse.
I'm the anime guy, and I'm still
girl.
like, no, stop. Stop what you're doing.
Dude. Right there. Yep.
Oh, Lord.
She eats carrots.
She's a good character, but no, it's still a horse.
This is a genius show, dude. I like the costumes because they're still wearing skirts and shit because they're girls, and that's what girls would do, right? And so they have like the dress just draping over like a saddle or something. It's weird and it's funny. The story is kind of funny. Basically, this guy's like they're from another dimension or some shit, and they're coming to Earth, and so the government has a program to house these creatures, but you're not allowed to touch them. Humans, they're not allowed to mingle. It's against the law, right? So they put it in with this noob guy who this guy doesn't know. He's like, I don't know. He's your typical anime boy. He's like scared of women, and of course they like pack his apartment with all these animal women, and they all want to like marry him, and they all want to sleep with them, and so he's like doesn't want to go to jail. He also doesn't want to die. And
Peter, you scared Mo off.
All right, I'll stop it. Fine. No fun. I was giving you gold here, Mo.
That's what you get, Mo. When you defy us,
like,
to bring it back.
I'm just staring at her giant boobs. Like her back has to hurt so bad.
No, she's a horse. They got a sturdy back.
You were staring respectfully at her eyes.
You could ride that. You could sit on that. You could ride her.
Yeah, I was
literally
brush her mane.
Yes.
As I
We
mount.
might put some horses in here. Who knows?
Yeah.
And there's also a goo woman. She's like slime or something. That's a weird thing too with manga.
That'd probably feel the best.
Maybe.
So
Anyway.
what's the backstory to Sedusa?
She is a hero, quote unquote, on Earth, and she's like, selfish, so she's gonna do her own thing and take advantage of criminal activity just to look good, get more subscribers.
He doesn't look like a criminal. He looks like a victim.
Oh, Sedusa here's the criminal.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this is
She looks like a criminal. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
and she's gonna be doing something with that.
This is like a complete story, or is there going to be more issues?
Yeah, more issues.
Have you thought about breaking this one up?
Yes, I thought about breaking this one book up into 3 books, but in my head, I'm like, no one's gonna buy number 2 or number 3. I'm just gonna
Oh yeah,
give them everything as much as I can.
Oh.
if it get, you know what, that might actually be, if it's successful, that might be something that's like, here, backers, get the big book now, because if this is a hit, I might break it up into smaller, like cheaper copies or something, that the reader copy kind of deal. But you're gonna get the big one now if you help get me funded.
Yeah, I would like. My goal was for the first book, is end it with him, our protagonist, on Earth, and then book 2 is him discovering what Earth is and trying to adapt to the new society there.
Okay.
And so I needed a origin story that kind of help explain like why things are the way they are without explaining it with words, more or less. And then I needed a good jumping on point for the reader instead of having a big wall of text in the beginning, essentially.
You got a lot of Easter eggs to older IPs. Like you have the Thunderdome right there. You have the Three Stooges atop that are the scientists. Are you gonna see that like sprinkled across the whole book?
No, not the whole book, just those elements.
Okay.
I put another little Easter egg right here. You can't see it unless I zoom in, but some guy's like doing that little that little hand gesture where you get to punch him if you look at it.
Oh God.
My
brother still plays that game to this day. Where you got don't look at it.
Now, I am noticing a lack of like bubbles, like speech bubbles. Are we planning on having something later on added in, or is this supposed to be just
lettering?
Yeah, the lettering's going to be the last step. I'm still working out the dialogue before I commit to anything.
Sure.
And there's not going to be much dialogue, just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough to get the story across.
Don't forget the onomatopoeias.
Yes, I'm going to have a bunch of that.
You got to have those, man. I saw a book that looked really cool. It was like awesome. It needed more dialogue, but what it really needed was something else filling that page other than just like dialogue, like action words and onomatopoeias, all that. Because it felt like dry, like it didn't have, like I felt like I didn't feel the impact.
Yeah, it's like a silent movie I'm watching here.
Yeah. I'm liking this book, man. I'm liking the way it's coming out, and I like you're working on it and doing. How long do you think until you're planning on launching this? You don't have a sign up page yet, right?
I do. I linked it in the private.
Yeah, we already.
That's right. Y'all talked about that a second ago, right?
Yeah, that's
I hope to release it by sometime second quarter.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That's right around the corner.
Dude, you got a lot. Yeah, you've got a lot like ready to go already. A lot of people are like, they're good enough. They'll get like maybe half the book or something, enough to get a campaign going. But it looks like you've got, like, how much would you say you've got done on this thing? It looks like you got a lot done on it already.
It's probably around more than 60% done, more than half.
Nice.
I've been working on it for about 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. And when you get done with Kickstarter, you should put a second campaign up on Fund My Go-Go. Fund My Go-Go. Fund
That's
My
the new one. Fund My Go-Go.
Fund My Go-Go.
Kickstart My Go-Go.
Oh man. Yeah, I really like that design for your main character right there.
Yeah, that's a cool costume.
Yeah, it's like a skeleton. You see the butt.
That is a funny costume right there. Are those like Matrix plugs or something?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, these grabby things are gonna go into his spine here and do some upgrades.
Oh man.
This looks like it's gonna be a funny book to read.
Yeah. Those ass cheeks are really bugging me.
Do some freckles on it.
No more attention is needed.
Freckles on
Move.
God.
I got it all in here. I got T. I got some A. There's some D. There's some B. There's some R.
Do you
Oh.
have a horsewoman?
Okay,
Is
the
that
whole
the snake
alphabet.
lady? I need a little bit of horse.
Nope.
No, we don't need no horse.
This isn't France. We don't need no horse meat.
Shit. Yeah, we got it fully covered with the scaly women. We're good. We're good.
We even have a robot chick.
In here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got this Cortana with the bigger boobs.
She must have the upgrade.
Yeah.
The implant.
That was version 2.2.
Windows 11. She's going to come out with even bigger.
Right.
Hey, you were in the chat the other day when we were looking at what was it that we were looking at? The Polar Destroyer, right? That update.
Yes.
What do you think? Have you seen that book, Zombie? Have you seen the Polar Destroyer yet?
No,
Weren't you in the chat the other day when we were looking at that?
I was. I don't remember it.
Hold on.
Describe it to me.
Well, it's a
You know.
cyborg polar bear.
Cyborg
Oh,
Polar
yes,
Bear
yes,
at the
yes,
North
yes.
Pole.
The
Santa
AI.
Claus is part of
Yeah.
it.
What do you think about that book?
It looks really cool.
Oh, he's going to be
on the
asking you
fence
questions about
the
AI. Here it
No.
comes.
I'm not even going to go down that road because honestly, I think we might be completely off about all of that, or maybe spot on. It's hard to tell with that.
Right.
I think there's some kind of enhancement, but I don't think that it was drawn that way. But I like seeing these oddball books for years now.
Yeah.
It's been superhero, Spider-Man this or Superman, a ton of Supermans, a couple of Deadpools and like all that. So it's fun seeing books that are just different, you know what I mean? Like they're interesting and just weird, fun stories.
Right.
Something off the wall.
Yeah, Mermaid is like she's a Little Mermaid with the machine gun. I was like, hell yeah. What was it? Okay, the Polar Destroyer. And there was one more. What's the other one that I backed? That I was looking up.
Have you read Snowman?
The Snowman. That sounds familiar. Which Snowman? I don't think I've.
That's the one Ethan was promoting.
Oh yeah, I've actually got that. I've got that right here.
Yeah, that one's great.
Oh man, where did I put that?
It's like a horror book.
Right.
Dude, that was a good, and I love the covers on that one. The new one, I think, is better than the original. He had like redone the original book, give it a new cover, and upgraded some stuff to it. I like the old one, but man, Matt Martin is a freaking amazing artist. That number 2 was. I'm not even sure if it's number 2. Is that a number 2, or is that like? Did he have a series back in the day? Because I wasn't familiar with it until the all caps version. But this new one looks badass, like an old western with like a horror with the monster and everything. It was TNA, and I can't wait for the next one to come out.
Yeah, I know. I was champing at the bit for it.
I didn't back Snowman. The one that was odd but was awesome to me was Octopus Cowboy.
I was just about to say that one. That one was so weird.
Yeah, that was another cool looking book. I actually didn't back that one, and I kind of wish I did.
I still need to contact him because he sent the book to the wrong address, so I need to contact him and get one sent to my new address.
Does he like blast people with 8 different guns?
Yeah, man.
You would think, right? An octopus, he's got like all these different tentacles, different guns. Maybe a shovel in one tentacle.
Just dual wielding it, going against hyenas and other animals and taking on humans and riding in like he owns the place and can fucking talk to people, and some kind of sorcery or mysticism is what makes him take place. It's really a cool book.
Did you ever read Wolf and Batsy? Jake, did you ever read that one?
No, I didn't.
So here's the Snowmans. They got that chromium cover.
Hang on.
It's hard to see with all my lighting in here,
There we
but
go.
dude, so this is the new one, I think.
That's a good shot right there.
Is that the new one? Yeah, this is the redo. This is not chromium, but this is the new one, dude. It's like that Spider-Man cover, that McFarlane Spider-Man, Venom over Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks freaking awesome. The inside, dude. These are solid. I think Ethan had them on sale one day on his website. I don't remember if I backed. No, I think I got these on eBay.
Okay.
But then I brought a Wolf and Batsy because that's another good one.
Alterna.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Right.
It used to be Alterna, and I have all the Alterna ones. But yeah, dude, that's a fun book. Kind of horror. I'm covering up the good stuff.
Pretty cool.
It's like a werewolf and a vampire. They're kind of dating, and they're like moving from town to town, and people hate them because And then there's like fun monsters and Dr. Frankenstein kind of stuff happening. It's cool. It's a fun series. I need to find out where they're at with the latest stuff. Now that he's not on Alterna, I think he did oversized books with more stories. Like he's got more stories that he's been working on.
Okay. Can you tell us like what time frame this book takes place in? Like, is it 1,000 years in the future or what?
The year 2500.
2500. So you got a couple centuries to get there.
I was say that's always a safe bet because I used to like the Mega Man X comics, and they always did their stuff with like XXX, so just kind of leaving it blank.
Yeah. Or like Spider-Man 2099, even though we know it's not going to be like that, it made it way overhauled with the futuristic and technology and all that kind of stuff.
It's always embarrassing when you're like, oh, it's like 2010, and then it's like, oh, yeah, none of that shit happened.
Might make it even 3,000, make it nice even.
Calling you out, Back to the Future.
Yeah, that way there's nobody you're not going to be around and people want to call you out.
Somebody needs to go over and just be like, oh, yes, in the year 2005, we have flying cars and we're cloning people.
We got one of those down. Oh, man. Shoot. Yeah, I really like how this book looks, man. And that cover. So that black like ink oil monster, is that going to show up in the book, the one on the cover?
Yes, that's essentially the alien that's now inside of him.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a good picture. Let me go open up a different thing here so I can show you.
Okay.
All right.
And then up in your tabs on your window, just hit share tab when you run over it.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm retarded. Give me a second.
You're in good company then.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, Darren, what's going on, man? D-Wag's in the house.
All right, let me just reshare. How about that? I could do this. Hold on.
Never go full retard.
Oh, thank God we still have our other moderator as well. I thought for a second he might have left us.
Yeah, that's what I thought too when he said later. I was like, "Aw, scared him off
Yeah.
with the Weebery." What's going on, Courtney? Welcome to the party, everybody. The real party has begun now. Let's see.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I was going to say something, but no. I'll save that for later.
I left to let them get the furry degeneracy out of their system. I came back to the Prince of Dead Air.
We need time to recover.
All right.
That's how we roll. But speaking
Here
of
we go.
furries, oh, hey, that's nice.
All right, so this is what he's gonna look like when he's like hulking out. Basically,
Sure.
he gets infused with that alien thing, and when he doesn't want to be, it just detaches from him. It's like some other external entity that he could just combine with to turn him into a big hulking figure. But this is when he's like rampaging through the alien spaceship, collecting these cores here. What I need to do is draw his reflection in there, and that'll look nice. These are the sperm-like alien creatures. And it's like the egg.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I like the artwork, man. It's like funny. It's funny and weird. I feel like it's like you're looking at it and it's just funny to look at. It's interesting, man. I like it.
Let me open up another one here.
I'm trying to think of what that reminds me of. There's a book out there, or maybe it's a cartoon.
Was it the Stephen King Dreamwalkers?
Maybe. It might be. It might be part of it. That ass.
I got more.
Every time that guy pops up,
I swear.
Another ass.
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
He's like Morty. It's like Morty in like bondage or some shit.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Another ass.
Oh my god.
It's
A lot of ass.
This book took a weird turn.
It's Fifth Element if we had like a guy playing the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on in this page right here? Because I can see that he's not having a good time.
So yeah, he after he crashes into this alien spaceship, this is that entity that he dislodges. Let me back it up some more here.
It's like this book seems like it's gonna be a roller coaster, like the the Incal. The Incal is kind of a roller coaster. When you start reading it, it starts off kind of like, oh, that's weird, that's kind of interesting. But the more you get into it, the more you read, the crazier that book gets.
Yes.
And I'm seeing lots of similarities.
You think I'm going one way with it, then I hit you with the zag, and then back to a zig, and then I zagged again. So yeah, he crashes. He survives the collision with this alien spaceship because he's in this little people pod.
That's awesome.
Since some people managed to survive the drop and then initially gets deposited on Mars. And so these things are pretty sturdy and crashes into this.
He only thinks, I've got reserves, bro. I hang on to shit. I got so much in reserves. Kumis. And this is all just like flats and stuff, right? This is before.
Yeah, this is just flats.
Like it. I kind of like the flats. I mean, I just like flats, but I like that real basic coloring sometimes. And it works pretty well with this.
Yeah, it just changes it up a bit. That is a hilarious shot. That should be the cover, actually. Go back to the other page. That should be the cover.
Hang on. Where is
it? Face down, ass up. That's a cover.
There we go.
That's a cover. 100%.
You get people's attention, that's for sure.
Yeah, that definitely gives me Rick and Morty vibes. Oh, Rick.
Oh, jeez.
The only thing that would make it better is
Marty.
if somebody was in the corner and a sentient, like, tentacle robot was like peeling his eyes back to make him watch.
So these are the alien security guards. They're like, what's all this going on? They cock their futuristic alien shotguns.
This is great. So what are these sperm people standing down there?
Those are the aliens.
Oh, that's even creepier with the 6 coal-like eyes.
Now, I know we had talked about earlier about like the speech bubbles and things like that. Have you had any idea for like an editor, perhaps, when it comes to that as well?
I don't know any editors.
Oh,
Well,
I know one. His name's Leland Bjerg. You can find him on not Instagram. You can find him on Twitter, or you can find him on Fiverr. And I used him for my second book, Cobalt Destoxis, and he does great work. He doesn't just tell you what is or what isn't wrong, but he'll give you like cliff notes of what could make something pop a little bit more, or how you need to readjust your storytelling to make it flow a little better. I highly suggest Leland Bjerg. There's other ones too. Peter could help you out actually, and then
I'm down. You want to like message me on Twitter or something and say, what do you think about this?
Yeah. There's Kemosabe.
How to make this more degenerate? I'm like, bro.
So if you want to go that way,
let's go.
You want a Kickstarter comic, you go to Peter.
Against it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you my first draft. This is just me trying to script it out.
You're not lying, D-Wag.
Yeah, I'll give you the first draft.
Darren, watch out, man. You're skirting the edge of and this is for your sake. You could be dangerous, man. Just it's your safety. I'm just looking out for your safety.
Oh my god.
Darren missed out on the beginning of the stream. He doesn't know.
Did he? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Darren's got to go back to D-Wag's got to go back to the beginning of the.
You got to go watch the beginning of the stream, man.
Exactly
I don't want to relive. I don't want to relive it anymore.
Yeah. Dojo paid Peter a visit, and that's where it ensues.
And now he's a cougar.
And I'm not going to say anything else about Dojo. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh shit!
Never. And I'm just setting the right. I'm just saying.
You're good.
Go get a copy of Projectile Reptile. It's the great.
Subscribe Hero, over 100 pages, 60% complete. It will be on Kickstarter soon, and then after that, I hope it gets on to Fund My Comic for a second campaign.
Yes, absolutely.
Zombie Boy, I appreciate you coming out here, man, and checking this out with us again. I'm really interested in this book, actually. Like, as soon as it launches, I'll be one of your very first backers.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to be back in this one. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I got blackface. If boobies ain't enough for you. You want to see it?
I swear to God.
I'll show you.
Oh.
Here we go.
A great picture.
Here we go. Blackface.
Oh shit.
It's oil. It's not blackface. No.
Yeah.
Look away.
You never go full retard.
I got everything. I got other things I can't show you.
Right? You got everything.
Dude, he's been showing us a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot, man.
It just gets better with every page.
Yeah, every time you Yeah, you're right. It gets better and better. Like, was this one of the ones on the campaign or something? There were pages like this, and it was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And you're like, yeah, but then, like,
Yeah.
oh
then
wow,
this happened.
yeah, and then.
The panel was clearly inspired by the Littlest Rebel. Oh god. Yeah, because out of nowhere, then this fucking stuffed bunny starts coming into the story out of nowhere. I swear to God, this book
Is that your
is just gonna be
thumbnail?
a fucking trip.
Yes. That's a little Easter egg.
That's funny.
I swear. This is great. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you're on X, right? I followed you on X, right?
Yes.
You got to send me a picture of Sedusa. I'll see what I can
Okay.
come up with.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that would probably enjoy that out there.
Ooh, yeah. And then I'll draw maybe that dude with his ass sticking. All right, I'll figure something out later.
Okay. All right. Before we go, we're going to check out this video here. Have you guys heard about the Atlanta rapper or Chicago rapper known as Dank?
I've heard the name.
No.
Okay. So she is about a 400, 500 pound black woman. And she decided to try and get a Lyft ride.
Oh yes.
In somebody's car. And it does not go well for her. So hang on one second. We're gonna share that real quick. But
Jamie, pull it up.
here we go.
Pull the video.
Service, BC of my size. What you saying? Yeah, I got notification. My car is small.
I can
Hey,
see
my
this.
tires are low. You're going to top them.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So I'm sorry.
What am I doing with my money?
Well, I'm gonna cancel it. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
Yeah.
Driver denied me service. BC.
So
What's with that
The Lyft-
voice? It's like Mickey Mouse reading it. Driver denied me service because I'm a big fat ass. Ooh.
So if you don't know who Dank is, this is her. Hang on one second. The Atlanta rapper. No. Chicago?
Dank. Just type in Dank.
I did type in Dank.
Dank rapper.
How many black people are named Dank? Come on.
Like
Yeah.
half of them.
To be fair. Okay. Well,
Rap-
this is
oh
her.
yeah, there's a picture. Baby.
Did you say baby?
Yeah, bro.
God.
I'm seeing like some kind of furry porn going on with this. Like, this is the next level. Throw a fur coat on this girl.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Jesus.
Dank.
Yeah, close up.
And she said that she was trying to get a Lyft ride, and as you could see, the driver was not having it. He said, "There's no way you could get in here. You should get a Lyft XL."
Don't they have that for people who can't sit in a car?
She was having none of it.
She didn't want to pay for it.
Right.
She had her phone out already to record. She did this on purpose.
Right. So she goes on so she gets ready to sue Lyft because of the injustice that she's going through. But she went on the Breakfast Club, which is an Atlanta radio show where Charlemagne the God helps host. And they put her in a normal, like I'm sitting in and you're sitting in, we're all sitting in a normal human-sized chair. And she looks behind herself and says, "Do you guys have any other bigger seats?" So they move a fucking couch over to the microphone so she can sit in. So There's no fucking way that's going to hold up in court when your fat ass asked for a bigger seat, and then you were mad when the smaller vehicle was not going to accommodate you because he couldn't, because his tires were going to pop.
Yeah, but she knew that. She's trying to get like her career kick started or whatever. She's trying to get a lift, you know.
Should have gone by tank. He just saw the black eye. That's awesome. Or does she talk that way because her mouth has been trained exclusively for intake, not output? God. This is boring. Let's watch the little goddamn.
This is the first thing you see when you come in. I should have zoomed in.
Dank is like a portrait of Dorian Gray from when Pete Rose lost weight.
Fucking hell. Her leg is leaking.
What is this thing on her right above? Is that like a sore?
That's a hole to relieve pressure.
Dude, I can hear those shoes. They're screaming.
She has more than one. Those aren't her legs. Those are multiple stomachs. She has more than one stomach. She's like a fucking goat. She has 3 stomachs.
You know, I don't like talking shit about like people overweight and all that, except when they fucking make obnoxious TikTok videos and they're like rappers, you know, and they just do that shit to get attention.
There's also a point when you're looking at it and you're like, God damn, you gotta recognize something's wrong when you're like, that almost looks inappropriate. We shouldn't be looking at that video right now. That picture right there where you have it at, that should be censored.
What's that blue thing on the floor there?
It looks like a blue rat.
Oh, that's like a little, like a cat toy or maybe a dead cat. It's like her pet. The Air Flat, the fucking Nike Air Flats.
Come on, guys.
She had the pumps. Like the pumps exploded.
Come on, guys. You know that's a thyroid problem. Peter,
I don't know.
Clap them cheeks. Clap them knees.
Let's just say I'm gonna go when I go to bed tonight. I'm gonna look at my wife and say, "I love you so much. Thank you for not being like this."
Yeah, I thought her boobs would have been bigger.
You'd think, right? No, they're big. They just go around to the back.
I guess they blended to the back. Yeah,
you can't see all of them from here.
God,
it's red.
And honestly, she
or
has
maybe this is down here.
If you go on YouTube, which we all do, you need to go check out the podcast of the Breakfast Club where they have Dank on, and they are just roasting the fuck out of her.
She got what she wanted. You know, she got attention. Now people are going to look at her rap career or whatever, and she can go buy a real Gucci bag or whatever that is.
Dude, this is Musketeer.
You keep handing it down, we're going to get demonetized.
Oh yeah, we're worried about
what
that.
What are these
over
tattoos? Here. What does that even say? I can't even read it anymore.
Yeah, stretched out the calligraphy. It reminds me of the writing from Band of the Crow, and I couldn't make out those words. So,
what is up with her apartment? She's wearing she's got this bag, like she's got some expensive bag, but she can't afford the clothes. She got the jacket, but then her apartment looks like shit. Like, look at her carpet. She got shit on the floor, and she's taking photos. She's not taking. This is not a selfie. She got somebody to take this picture of her, or maybe she put her camera on fucking 5 minutes so she could get in position. But
5 minutes.
But then, just to get this pose and everything, and it's like, I don't know. That's
come on.
You know, she
borrowed the bodysuit from the Nutty Professor from Eddie Murphy. That's what this is all just for clout. This isn't a real person.
She'd be like a foot taller if she wasn't leaning back to counterweight her gut.
Do I want to click on more images? I'm afraid to like scroll, dude.
It'll break your internet.
Afraid to scroll. Okay. Oh no, hold on. Oh, she took more than one photo. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
You get both the front and the side shot.
They're about the same width.
Oh man. Yeah, there's no way that you're going to be getting a Prius's seatbelt around that.
Yeah. Seriously, what was she thinking? She knows better. She could have gotten the XL or whatever.
The hatch wouldn't even support that. You're pausing, but I'm being serious.
She got one of Peter's kids to take the picture. Maybe she could afford better clothes if she paid child support back on Fiverr. They don't pay enough, dude. McDonald's pays more.
Read it, Peter. I get to it. You're so damn pushy.
I need to take accountability.
Read it.
If I say too much, she's gonna come and kick my ass next.
She can't even lift the foot.
Bro, what is this? Who is Dang 500-pound rapper Sue's Lyft driver? So now she's getting the XL package?
Yeah, after bitching.
She knows what's up. She's fucking that shit's annoying. She deserves ridicule for that.
Oh, she's getting it. As a matter of fact, go over to the Breakfast Club podcast and check out the episode with Dank the Rapper. I highly recommend it. Because Charlemagne gives no fucks. He'll fuck with his guests. And everybody, even the producer, gets in on this one.
If you look at her from the right way, she kind of looks like a horse.
Peter, stop licking your lips.
Now I'm starting to like, there could be a horse back end back here. You know what I'm saying? With this picture, you can't quite tell.
Still got to write XL. Still got to write XL.
The big tits. Do I still have that other picture pulled up? Nope, that's that one. Nope, nope.
The other one you guys saved for later?
Oh, damn it. I've got all these pictures pulled up, but I think I X'd out of those other ones.
All right. Yeah, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. We're going to end it here. Zombie, I appreciate you being here with us once again, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, it's good talking to you again. I like your comic.
Thank
I can't wait for that thing to come out.
Yeah, when it launches, we'll support the shit out of it, man. We'll start sharing it where we can.
Excellent.
All right, guys.
There could be a horse back there. By that I mean,
Mo, D-Wag, chat. Thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's always good to see you guys in the chat giving me shit as if I haven't gotten my ass beat enough today.
It's tough love. We got to get you back in the show.
You know you deserved it. Come on now.
Man.